people gravitate towards it.
So I'm curious because we've both done mushroom ceremonies. I've done a lot of ayahuasca, lots and lots of it in Peru in the jungle. And probably though my deepest consciousness experience was spending a weekend with a former Navy SEAL and a therapist to work on anxiety a few years ago and doing synthetic 5-MeO-DMT, 5-MeO-DMT, toad medicine, but synthetic. It was life-changing. I really saw and felt what everybody calls the white light, like some presence. It was benign and yet loving, and I just knew I was this sort of endless being. It kind of freaked me out, though. I was shaky for a long time after, but it showed me there's continuation, even if I can't figure out what spirit or God or the divine. What did mushrooms show you? Was there any sense of anything bigger than you in your ceremonies?
Yeah, I've done, 4 trips. The last one didn't take a bunch. It touched on some things, but I didn't really get deep enough on anything. My first one was a very gentle one. Processed some past relationship things. For those of you that don't know, I played college baseball for a while.
And, a long while, and you were really good.
So I processed some emotional hardships through that. And I think it was more of just the first time, because since I am staying back here with you, we've been talking about past relationship stuff and trauma and things like that. And for me, I've disassociated a lot of my life, just as a survival mechanism. So it was one of the first times where I started to actually connect back into my body versus using rumination as a survival technique. The second one was after I got done playing in 2023, before I went to Iowa to coach. And that helped me kind of deepen my body experience of connecting to my body, processed through a lot of shame stuff. And I did connect to what feels like the universe. We laid up on the ground and I looked at the stars and they were connecting and it was super cool and a ton of awarenesses and things like that. And you definitely feel the presence of love and connected to the universe. And that was probably the strongest I've ever felt that. And then my third one was after that summer of 24, I had done about 6 straight weeks of 10-hour days, almost all commission-based salary working in baseball. I began the process of opening up more of the emotional depth and trauma. And I was so burned out though, and I was trying to let something go, and I wanted to get over my burnout, and I wanted to understand myself. So I took the largest dose I had, both from a strain standpoint and I took 1.85 grams and, mixed with a decently strong strain and stuff. Well, I didn't peak until, we took it together at 8 o'clock and I didn't peak until 12:30, 1 a.m.
Wow. That's a long
so it was,
time
it was,
to build
it was
up.
very slow build up too. And then I started to climb and it was good. And I was processing some things that I wanted to process and that was good. And then it kind of it all hit at once. So it was build up. And then it shot up. And that kind of opened up a lot of child wounds, inner child stuff, work, relationship, mom, dad, really all of it all at once, getting into the core wounds, the core beliefs. It was too much all at once. I couldn't process it. And I also remember there was actual suicide thoughts that came out of that too, right? Being in so much pain, it's too much pain to bear. Not that I was going to that night, but it kind of, the last year, what that's been unpacking, all the shit that I've been unpacking.
You've been unpacking everything, including about me.
Yeah.
Not just your dad, me.
Everything. So it was basically, I felt all of that all at once that night. And I still look back at that night and have oh, okay, that makes more sense now. Having the hindsight, and I stopped taking mushrooms, not because I don't like them, but because I had no control, right? Not in the sense of I couldn't not take them, more of the control to contain or something, what avenue to go down, what not to go down. Where EMDR has helped give me that same feeling of being able to see, feel, visualize, process it, connect to it. but learn how to access it and learn how to decide when to access it. So
I feel like that's really important. I started therapy at 19, and that's decades ago. And I've always had this swing with it. Like I go in, I go deeper, and then I get like a satiated feeling like that's as much as I can work through right now. I need to go do, I need to go live. So I wouldn't, for me, call it start, stop. It sounds to me like the one mushroom trip just blasted you.
Yeah.
And then you've had to unpack since then. That's really hard. That's painful.
Yeah, it was a lot. It just all happened all at once, and it led to a bunch of things too that like it opened up so much stuff before other things started opening up too. So, but I mean, what do you feel like the difference is between what you do and what, so I'm in DBT and EMDR, and EMDR is like the bottom up approach, right?
Right.
Like
dig,
you dig underneath. DBT is top down approach, which I've liked having both approaches. What do you feel like is different from therapy and what you do?
So as somebody who's gone through decades of therapy, I've done mainly family systems. Honey, stop it. Hi, come over here. You're not being ignored. Come here. What do you do? You bark. He's my barker. So I've done mainly family systems, Sufi therapy, energy therapy. I've done EMDR. I've done something called voice activated response. So I've taken a lot of approaches plus medicines, sacred medicines. What I do, to me, energy healing is in the middle of everything. Energy healing is in the middle. It brings up emotions and it can help resolve them, but sometimes people need to go deeper with an emotional therapist. Healing can reveal where the dysfunctional beliefs are and it can connect somebody better to truths. But sometimes people have to own the need to discipline their minds and their thoughts. Often partners really well with Western medicine. I work with a lot of cancer people who get better. Their counts get better. They're doing the Western medicine and it opens up the origin. Is it other people's energies causing problems? Is it emotions? Is it mental? Is it the soul? Is it ancestral? Is it past life? I think it gets to origins. That's what energy healing does.